Hey, Jim, we're ready. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Can you hear me okay over there? Hey, you in the back. You good? All right. Well, good afternoon. My name is Lauren Magana, and I'm the manager of the Caltrans Stormwater Public Education campaign titled Let's Change This to That. I'd like to welcome you all here to our Stormwater campaign, Clean California, and Sacramento Kings partner cleanup event. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy days to join us here at Matsui Park to help us put a spotlight on pollution and how it affects not only our streets and highways, but also our precious waterways, like the Sacramento River just over my shoulder. I'm happy to talk to you today about stormwater pollution and how community cleanups like this one are key to removing debris on land before it ends up impacting the health of our rivers, lakes, streams, all across California, and specifically our Sacramento region. I'm honored to share that we also have a couple esteemed guests with us today. That's our Caltrans Director, Tony Tavares, and our Vice Mayor of the City of Sacramento, Eric Guerra. Before we dive in, yes, that's a pun, I'll give you a little background about stormwater. Stormwater is the excess water from rain, snowmelt, and irrigation that does not absorb into the ground as surface runoff. For example, the heavy rains and the atmospheric rivers and everything that we experienced in January led to a significant volume of excess stormwater in and around our Sacramento region. Stormwater pollution itself is significant because unlike the water that goes down a sink or toilet in our homes, stormwater is untreated and flows directly out into our lakes, rivers, and eventually the ocean. There are 6 key pollutants that we really want to shine a spotlight on today for you all to be aware of. We worked very closely with our partners at the state water boards to identify these six key pollutants in our waterways. Those are bacteria, metals, nutrients, pesticides, sediment, and trash. And here in Sacramento, the 4 that we want to highlight for you today are bacteria, nutrients, sediment, and trash. So as stormwater travels into storm drains, it captures all of those pollutants from highways, streets, and sidewalks, and yards, and is directly deposited into our waterways along with all of its contaminants. So by preventing a buildup of pollutants on highways and roadways now, we can keep them from washing into our waterways during inclement weather. You can learn more about how keeping our water clean is important. Go to cleanwaterca.com. That's cleanwaterca.com. You'll find tons of tips and tricks and little things that you can do to help keep your communities clean. I'd also like to say a special thank you to all of the organizations that came out here today to be part of the event, including the Sacramento Kings, the City of Sacramento, Sacramento Picks It Up, all right, and the American River Parkway Foundation. Just like our Sacramento Kings, it takes a team effort from all of our community members and partners to work together to hopefully eliminate source pollution. With that, I'd like to hand it over to our 34th Caltrans Director, Mr. Tony Tavares.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you, Lauren, for those kind words. And good afternoon to all of you. I'm Tony Tavares. I'm the director for the California Department of Transportation. You know it as Caltrans. So I'm here today to talk to everyone about litter, debris, and pollution. It gets into our streams, it gets into our rivers, it gets into our waterways in California, from San Ysidro all the way in the south part of our state, all the way up to the Oregon border. Many people live, work, and play here in the Sacramento region. We enjoy the Sacramento River. We enjoy the bike paths. And this is such a wonderful area to raise a family and to recreate. But it's essential that each of us help keep the Sacramento River and all the other ways throughout California pollution-free. It starts by everyone keeping our roadways and highways free from litter and debris. You've seen Caltrans on the side of the highways, picking up litter, cleaning up storm drains, working through all types of weather conditions, especially like what we've seen this week here in February and during the January storms. Doing this work effectively helps provide a vital, absolute necessity for all Californians, and that is clean water. And we must stop pollutants at the source. Doing that requires help and support from every Californian. Often the most littered items are small as cigarette butts, bottle caps, wrappers. Let's all be responsible. Please place your litter and debris in the appropriate receptacle. Don't throw your litter out the window. The complementary work of our Caltrans Stormwater Public Education Campaign, coupled with Governor Newsom's Clean California initiative, is helping to keep our roads and waterways clean and free from litter, creating thousands of jobs and transforming public spaces into beautification efforts. I'm happy to say that since we started this effort, Caltrans has removed over 23,000 tons of litter. That's enough litter to span the entire continental United States, from Los Angeles to New York City. But that's just the beginning. I want to introduce and share that from March 17th through March 27th, Caltrans will be hosting the Clean California Community Day events. We will be in almost every community from the north part of the state all the way through the central part of the state to the south, cleaning up your highways, cleaning up your areas, and beautifying our public spaces and bringing pride back to our communities. So for more information on the Clean California Community Day events, please check out cleanca.com. Again, that's cleanca.com. And for more information on our stormwater efforts, please visit cleanwaterca.com. cleanwaterca.com. You know, Caltrans cannot do this by ourselves. Obviously, we have a lot of partners here. We have many of you who took time out of your busy days to come and help clean up this area around the Sacramento River. So at this moment, I'd like to just recognize the Sacramento Kings who are here. Can we give them a round of applause? And the city of Sacramento, and I'd love to turn the microphone over to our Vice Mayor Guerra to share his thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's give another big round of applause to our director, Tony, and all the Caltrans staff that's out here today, all of the workers out there who are making sure that our roadways are safe. I want to thank all the volunteers who are out today. Sacramento Picks It Up, American River Parkway Foundation. Let's give them a big round of applause. All the youth that's out here, and also to our city staff here that's out here and people in the partnership. Thank you to Slamson and the Sacramento Kings and Safety Sam over here as well. But most importantly, I also personally want to thank Governor Newsom for selecting this location, this particular spot, as part of the Clean California local grant program. Without that funding, we couldn't take on this effort in a combined way. It really takes everyone coming together to make sure that our river, our community, our parks are safe and clean, and to make sure that particularly in parks and areas along our state highway system, that they maintain that way. You know, this river here, for those who have grown up here and as a kid, being able to enjoy the river, enjoy the waterfront, has provided so much. This river has provided so much for the rich history of the farmers and agricultural community. This river has provided so much for many of the immigrants who came out here, the Japanese and the Chinese immigrants that lived along the river here. And this river was a major source for the original ancestral lands of the Miwok, Maidu, Nisenan, and Patwin Winton people who were out here. And so it's so imperative that we maintain this area for the future generations to come as it has been. And Clean California initiative is one of those ways that we can do that. But we can't do it if we don't do the education to our own community about what litter can do to our environment, what litter does to our area. When it rains, when you see the stormwater runoff, that is making an impact out into our fishes, for our anglers, for our kids who are out there, to the water that we pull out of there for our own drinking. It's important that we make sure that we remind folks that if we're going to maintain the cleanliness of our American river, it requires all of us working together. Finally, I'd like to say that whenever you're along a highway, if you see those Adopt a Highway signs, slow down. You have volunteers out there who are helping clean up our Adopt a Highways. Whenever you see any of our Caltrans workers or utility workers out there, slow down. They're out there making sure that we have a safe place. And when you see our city of Sacramento and other workers out there, slow down, because they're doing their effort to make sure that we have a clean and safe place. And with that, let's clean it up, Sacramento. Let's clean it up, California. Thank you, Governor, for this effort. And let me bring it back to Lauren.
So lucky that you guys were able to join us today. So I'd like to say again how grateful we are to everyone who attended today's cleanup, including the Sacramento Kings. Oh, wait a minute. We got a surprise for you. We have no other than power forward Chimezi Metu is here. Chimezi. Hey. All right. Also, a big thanks to Slamson and the King's Dancers that were able to join us today. We also want to make sure that you don't forget tomorrow at the Kings versus Clippers game, it's going to be Clean California night. So if you are able to, come join us. And if you're not able to, watch us on TV. It'll be a great time. We're really excited about that. We're also hoping that you can help us spread the word. You heard a bit about it earlier, about our Clean California Community Days of Action. That starts this month on March 17th and will go through March 27th. For information about that, please go to cleanca.com. You'll be able to join cleanup events in your area. So from all of us here at Caltrans, please be safe and remember to do the right thing to keep our highways and waterways clean. Let's light the beam! We have a special treat, too, for our volunteers that registered. We're going to be doing a raffle right now. If you could, your attention over here to my right. We're going to have, I believe, Chimezi draw that winning ticket from the bag. Yeah. Ready? Six 614-734. 614-734. Oh, man. Congratulations. We got two more. Yeah. Six one four 730. Step right up. 614-730. Hey, here we go. All right.
Congratulations.
And we've got one more. Okay. Okay. Got it. This is the big one. We have 2 courtside seats to tomorrow night's game. 614-740. All right. That's fantastic. All right, everybody. Volunteers, if you were able to log all of your collected litter, once again, thank you for doing that. I'm told that just in our effort today, we were able to collect 500 pounds of litter. That's incredible. Thank you so much. That's amazing. We're also going to have Chimezi over here by the Stormwater booth that he'll be available for any quick autographs or anything like that. So we're going to ask that the volunteers please line up over here, and we'll be able to get some photos for you that will be available on our website after the event. Yeah. So we need you guys to help us with crowd control. There's people that are supposed to be doing that, but we want them to come in this way.
Come in this way or come up front?
Yeah, he can stay right here behind the booth just to create a little separation, and we'll have them right here.